What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to this very nasty rainy day. I thought about putting this video off until next week, so I'm not doing it in the rain, but I didn't do a video last week and I wanted to give you guys something. So anyway, as you guys can see already, we're back on the Turbo Civic. Very quick, brief rundown for you guys. This is a D16 Y7, and we slapped a turbo on it with no tune. So basically, the way we did that was we are using an FMU, a Blocks Racing FMU 12-to-1, which blocks off the fuel return, forcing more fuel pressure out of the injectors as boost goes up. We also have an adjustable fuel pressure regulator by Evil Energy, and we have a Subaru 255 fuel pump to be able to feed those blocked off injectors, you know. Now, I do still have the standard Y7 injectors in there. I did put Y8 injectors in there before, but it was running extremely rich, which makes sense. It's still got the factory ECU in it, you know. So anyway, now that we got stuff all dialed in, fueling is dialed in nearly perfectly. Maybe in the next video, I'll put the Y8 injectors back in there and see how the car responds to that. Now that we've got all the fueling kinks worked out. So with that being said, now that we have all the fueling kinks worked out, we're gonna go ahead and attempt to turn the boost up. Now, since it is wet outside, we're gonna be getting zero traction. But right now we are running about 5 to 6 pounds of boost in there just by the wastegate. In a recent video, we installed an Amazon manual boost controller. So we're gonna use that to just manually turn the boost up to around 10 PSI. But before we do that, I want to turn the timing down just so the engine is not running full tilt, you know, full hot. Try to save this engine. So we're gonna retard timing a little bit. Now, I have already experimented with all this stuff previous to this video just because I wanted to, well, really it's because I just kind of started messing with the car and didn't stop messing with it until I was testing it out. I did not turn the boost up. I turned the boost up a little bit, like a half a rotation on the manual boost controller, but the pressure did not change any. So the boost is still where it's at, 5 pounds. And I checked timing. Now, I'm gonna go through all this again, show you guys, but when I checked timing, the timing looked really advanced. So I brought timing back to where it was just a couple degrees retarded, and the car didn't run that well. So I'm a little confused by that. Like it was way advanced. And then I brought it back to where it should be, plus literally a little bit, and it wasn't running that good. So I guess I'm going to advance timing a little bit and turn boost up and go take a drive. But first, let me show you how to check timing on this thing. Oh yeah, also, I almost forgot, you may have noticed the new hat. So I do have a website now that is going to allow you guys to purchase some of this stuff. It's BrotherBoost.com. Links down in the description. If you guys want to help me out, help support the channel, feel free to grab something. I'm not making a bunch off of this really right now. I'm just wanting to like get the name out there, get shirts, get hats out there. There's like 4 different types of hats. There's a sweatshirt, 2 different shirts, and yeah, so feel free to pick any of that up, and also feel free to comment down below if you guys have any problems or questions about the products or the store. All right, let me show this to you guys. So on your timing cover, you've got a little bump out like that. And then below it on the timing cover also, you have another one that looks like this. So those are to make sure you're lined up. That way when you're looking at it overhead, it looks like that, and you know that you're lined up. So then on the crank pulley, you've got your crank pulley. Right here on the edge, you've got 3 lines. So right there would be completely lined up, top dead center. Well, it'd be in time like that. So right now, mine before, it was like over here, running fantastic. But then I brought it back to where it was kind of like this, and it did not run very good. So I guess I'm going to probably at least move that to where it's in time, and see how it does, and then turn the boost up. But I'll show you in real life over here on the car. So before you do anything, you want to, first of all, make sure your car is up to operating temp. Second of all, you want to go down there where your ECU is, all the way over there. There's a little side panel you'll take out to reveal your ECU. Pop that cover off, look up above your ECU, and you'll see like a green rubber grommet. In that green grommet, there'll be a blue plug in there. You're gonna pull that plug out so it's free, and you're gonna use like a paper clip or wires or something and jumper the two ports on the plug together. And basically what that does is it prevents your car from adjusting timing. That way it's like your true timing. So first do that, and then hook up your timing light. I'm gonna go ahead and start the car because it dies for some reason. Or jump the car, start the car. I have to jump it because it dies for some reason. I'm not sure why that was so hard for me to tell you guys. All right, let's start her up. All right, now let's go ahead and hook up the timing light. I just have like a, just one off Amazon. So first I'm gonna take my little clip here. There's an arrow pointing towards the plug. I'm gonna put it on cylinder 1, just like that. Then take your battery cables, your power cables, and hook those up. Now hopefully you can see the lights flashing. I don't know how my frame rates are gonna affect that. Yeah, it's kind of affecting it on camera, but it's constant. All right, you guys probably are not gonna be able to see this, but we're looking down there. So let me manual focus this thing. All right, so if you look down here, so you can see the two marks on the, yeah, you guys are not gonna be able to see this. You can see the two little bump outs at the top there. But right now our marks are a little tiny bit back. So let's go ahead, go to the distributor. So we're going to advance timing a bit. Take a 12mm wrench and loosen up your distributor. All right, so we're going to advance it a bit. Moved it a little bit there. Now let's check our timing. Okay, so it's pretty much in time, if not a little tiny bit advanced. I'm just going to leave it there and we'll try this. Tighten our distributor back up. All right, so now let's look at our boost controller. Like I said, I've already turned this up a bit, so let's do another half a turn. Actually, let's pull it back some, quarter turn. See what that does. All right, guys, let's go take a little drive down the road and see if our boost went up at all. Zero traction. Little difficult in the rain. Second gear just broke loose. AFRs look fantastic. Still not much boost. All right, I got gas. And for those of you that are wondering, this is, well, I am running 93 octane. Now, I turned the boost controller up like a half a turn from what we just did. So, hopefully that did something. Still nothing. Turn her up. All right, I turned it quite a bit there. So, let's see. Looks like we went to between 7 and 8 there. Might have just been a coincidence, but we'll turn it up some more. All right, I just turned this thing a bunch. Actually, it was threaded all the way out, so I threaded it all the way in and then backed it off a few turns. So we need to really make sure that we pay attention to our boost gauge, because I don't want it to go to 30 pounds of boost and absolutely destroy the engine. we hit 10 pounds, maybe 11, and I let off very quickly. So we need to back that off. All right, I backed it off a little more than a turn. Let's try it again. Gonna take a minute to fine tune it, so that still approached 10, but it was wanting to go over. All right, so all I'm doing is just turning this. Come out more. Try that. That there might be pretty close. Turn it down a little more. We may have hit the nail on the head right there. That was me letting off and going back into it. You know what's funny is I'm not even approaching the speed limit while doing these pulls because, one, it's a Honda Civic, so it's not the fastest thing in the world, and two, I'm getting absolutely zero traction. I mean, it's just instantly spinning. So really curious to see how this feels on a dry road. I may back the boost off a little bit because it's going right over the 10 PSI line, which is safe, but I'm afraid if I do like a first gear pull wide open, it'll overboost a hair, and I don't want to be right on the line, you know. All right, let's back her off a hair more. We'll go there for now and see. So I think I'm going to put some like electrical tape around that boost controller just so it's not moving, because that's not the tightest knob in the world, you know. So I'm going to secure that a bit. I think I'm going to take a little bit of timing out of it because it was running fantastic there. And really what I want to do is I want to take out as much timing as I possibly can to where the car still runs good, you know. So I want to be as on the safe side as I possibly can. So I'm going to go ahead, hook the timing light back up and take it back a little bit more, but I'm not going to show you guys that because you can't even tell what I'm doing. So yeah, I think that's going to be it for the video. Let me turn this stuff off and let me adjust timing, turn the car off, and I'll be right back. All right, I knocked a couple of degrees of timing out of it. I taped up the boost controller with some electrical tape, and I think, are good to go. I'm going to enjoy the car for a little bit. I'm going to keep you guys updated on everything. Like I said, next video, maybe we'll experiment with injectors, see what the Y8 injectors look like, because really I want to be as rich as possible. Maybe that's not the right terminology. I want to be as rich. I want to be more rich than lean, obviously. If you're lean, you're going to blow up your car a lot quicker. So I want to be rich, but I don't want to be like 10 AFR while cruising, which is what the car was doing before. But a couple of you guys commented, which is amazing, and told me I needed my downstream O2 sensor because this car is a closed loop system and it will not adjust itself if the O2 circuit, I guess you'd call it, is not complete. So we got our O2, our other downstream O2 back in there, and the AFRs are perfect. I mean, literally perfect. 14.7 at cruising and idle, and then at a full pull it goes down to like 11. So I'm extremely happy with it. Now I think that this setup is hard on those injectors, so I don't know how long those Y7 injectors are going to last. I guess we'll find out. I would like to know that. But I also want to know if the Y8, if I put the Y8 injectors in there and it looks good, we're just going to run with the Y8 injectors. But I don't know. We'll see. I'll keep you guys updated on that. But yeah, I think that's going to be pretty much it for this video. We're starting to wrap up this current build, this tuneless single cam build, because there's not much more I feel that I can do with it. If I turn the boost up anymore, it's not going to be good on the car, I don't think. So I think we're going to leave it here. We're going to enjoy it. I mentioned in the last video, the next phase I think I'm going to do is tune it, see what we can get away with. Well, not what we can get away with, just tune it. I'd like to do like a 400 horse build. So I would like to build the motor, Viterra build with Speed Factory no notch rods and all that. So Speed Factory, if you want to, jump in on this, feel free to help me out. Not like you're even going to see this video, but I think that's the plan next. Tune it and see what we can do with a single cam. Now I know people are making a lot of horsepower on these single cams. I'm not going for like the most horsepower ever on it, but I just want to see budgetarily what I can do and what I can help you guys do on this engine. But like I said, before we get to that point, I am not going to just let this car sit. I want to enjoy it. I want to show you guys me enjoying it, and I want to use it. So some of the things might overlap. Like I want to go ahead and get a blow-off valve installed, which I welded a closure plate on there, so I'm probably just going to have to get a whole new pipe. I mean, a whole piping kit for this car is like $100, so I need to just go ahead and get that, throw a blow-off valve on there, and do some other things. So if there's anything you guys want to see me do with this current setup, please comment down below, because I'd imagine the next few videos of me just enjoying this thing is not going to be super action packed. So if there is something you want to see, please comment below and we'll do it. Well, maybe. I really don't want to blow this motor up. So, comment down below. One more thing, don't forget, check this stuff out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you in the next one.